The rancher had heard the warning since childhood, whispered by old men around dying, campfires and carved-into fence posts, so weathered the words. Were barely readable anymore. Don't look there. The land beyond the crooked boundary was said to remember every soul that dared to stare too long. That evening, as the sun bled into the horizon and the desert turned the color of rusted iron, his horse slowed near that very fence. The wind died suddenly, as if the world itself was holding its breath. The rancher felt a pressure behind his eyes, an urge stronger than fear. He told himself it was just another superstition meant to scare children. With a shaky breath, he lifted his gaze toward the forbidden stretch of land and the moment. His eyes met it. The air turned cold. The land beyond looked normal at first, but something felt deeply wrong. Then shapes began to reveal themselves as the shadows shifted. Men stood scattered across the plain, motionless. Horses were frozen mid-rearing. A wagon lay overturned, its wheels half buried in sand that looked older than the desert itself. As the rancher rode closer, his stomach twisted in horror. These were not statues. These were people, faces locked in terror, mouths open as if screaming, eyes wide with the same realization he was having now. Their skin had hardened like stone, yet their expressions were painfully alive. He recognized a badge on one man's chest, rusted but familiar. A lawman who had vanished years ago. The stories weren't legends. They were warnings left behind by the last people who ignored them. The ground beneath the rancher's boots began to vibrate softly, like a heartbeat rising from deep underground. A low hum filled the air, growing louder with every second he kept staring. Long shadows stretched unnaturally across the sand, bending and twisting toward him as if alive. He tried to turn away, to close his eyes, but his body refused to obey. His limbs felt heavy, his breath slow and shallow. Panic clawed at his chest as the desert darkened, the sun vanishing behind thick, rolling clouds that had not been there moments ago. He felt watched, not by eyes, but by something older, something woven into the land itself. It didn't move. It didn't chase. It only waited for those who looked, and stayed. In the final moments, time itself seemed to fracture. The wind stopped. The shadows froze. The rancher noticed a cracked mirror lying half-buried in the sand near his boots, reflecting his own face back at him. His eyes were wide, glassy, unblinking. His skin felt tight, cold, stiffening with every breath he could no longer fully draw. Terror gave way to regret as his reflection slowly lost its warmth and color.